have heard of Zeus, haven't you? All-powerful, king of the gods. I have all of his power and all of his hair.
Let's just admit what life would be if DC Comics gave more screen time to the gods of Olympus. Frankly, I would pay money just to see that happen. And with good reason. Because during Injustice Gods Among Us, Superman managed to side with Poseidon in order to push back Zeus and the rest of the Olympians. The ensuing debacle pushed Aquaman to do the unthinkable. Stick around. As we talk about this in details, all you have to do is subscribe right away. At the end of issue 17 of Injustice Gods Among Us, Poseidon summons a massive tidal wave that threatens to sweep away any living creatures on Themyscira. Wonder Woman and Batman quickly gather they people in the hope to find a quick solution. No amount of time can save them from the wrath of the sea god. This prompts Wonder Woman to fly towards him. She attempts to find common ground. Be it good or bad, Poseidon is not one to heed reason so easily. From the sea, Superman fires his heat vision at one of the gods. This show of force is yet another one of his misbehaviors. Following this, Wonder Woman gets into a heated argument with Superman. She judges him for having lost sight of his morals, because the lives of her people are at stake. One might argue this is justified on her part. Superman, however, does not see it that way, and argues Wonder Woman should rethink her position. The Amazonian princess is forced to punch him at the mentions her mother. Poseidon is watching all this as it unfolds, but someone fires an arrow at the god. To this day, it's unclear as to why this was done in the first place. The god of the sea is interrupted by Aquaman and his wife, Queen Mera. They all gather around hoping to dismiss Poseidon from their territory, to which the god of the sea reacts by striking Wonder Woman. Superman immediately goes after her. Wanting to get his point across, Aquaman grabs his trident and points it toward Poseidon. The god returned the favor and they both begin to trade blows. Queen Mera is left to control the massive tidal wave from falling into Themyscira. Poseidon manages to stab Aquaman a few inches above the heart. He then sends Aquaman falling deep under the ocean. Queen Mera automatically joins the fight in the hope to save her beloved husband. She lands a solid punch on Poseidon. Feeling unimpressed by this, Poseidon returns the favor. The shock is enough to trigger a migraine. Mera is unable to maintain her control over the tidal wave. That's precisely when things take a turn for the worst. Because Aquaman grabs Poseidon and pulls the god below the water. It's safe to say Aquaman is at his strongest in the water. Capable of communicating with Marine's life has its advantages. Simply put, Aquaman retrieves his trident thanks to an octopus. He later uses this device to stab Poseidon in the back. You might think that was enough, but little did you know, Aquaman was about to make it much, much worse. The king of Atlantis summoned a white shark to swallow Poseidon, the god of the sea. Victory was theirs, and Aquaman rushed to the surface to check on his wife, Queen Mera. She is on the verge of losing control over the tidal wave. This massive tsunami will crash on the island of Themyscira, but that is a story for another day. As for Poseidon, he survived this ordeal. The next time he reappeared was when he was confronted by Zeus. His involvement in this conflict will not be tolerated by the king of the gods. Poseidon chooses to surrender. He turns his back at Superman and the regime. No help from him came that day. I find it fascinating that Aquaman fought against Poseidon. And if Aquaman is among your favorite comic book characters out there, then let me know in the comments section down below if you want more videos on him.